Hey yo, what is going on everybody? It's your boy X coming at you with a brand new video, and in this we're talking to you guys about the best way to make XP off of the new Idols Series 2 Anthony Davis packs that just dropped yesterday. So if you guys are excited, make sure y'all smash the like button down below, as well as comment what current level you guys are on XP. You guys can see right now we're at level 29. I think it's possible to get to level 30, maybe even 31 at this current point in time, but there's some other cards that I'm not doing personally. And I expect some of you guys are going to do it as well. But this little method, I guess we'll talk about it, of XP is going to include 3 cards that you can do simultaneously to get a lot of XP done at one current point in time. So the 3 cards that you're going to need from this or from these packs are going to be the Diamond Terrence Ross, the Diamond Ty Lawson, and the Amethyst Ralph Sampson. Luckily, Ralph Sampson and Ty Lawson are very cheap, especially for a Diamond. Ty Lawson is super cheap, and Terrence Ross is probably going to be the more expensive card that you're picking up today, but you know what, it's okay. I also recommend that you do pick up this Ruby Tony Roten, because he's got some pretty easy challenges as well that you can stack on top of this if you would like to. So pretty decent, you know, trio of cards with another little Ruby that you can go in and get right there. Now, this XP, I guess, method that I'm going to be showing you guys in this is going to actually get you around 3,000 XP just for finishing these 3 cards in a relatively quick manner, but you're going to have to stack them with a few other things, so there's a little bit of prep work that you're going to need to get done before you actually do some of these games. You can see the daily challenges right here. If you feel like mixing in this daily challenge along with some of the ones that we're doing today with these other things, perfectly fine. You can definitely do that. It might help you out if you choose to do these in domination, longer games, but if you're doing heat check, that's Hall of Fame, a little bit harder to XP grind in there. I'd rather just win the games. So obviously the challenges that we're going to be due for these, you know, XP challenges are the 75 points with Idols Terrence Ross over multiple games for 500 XP, pretty good amount. We're going to get 20 assists with Idols Terrence Ross over multiple games, 5 3-pointers and triple threat offline with Terrence Ross over multiple games, 40 assists with Ty Lawson. This is the one that I think, at least for me, took a little while. 30 points with Ty Lawson over multiple single-player games, pretty easy, and 15 points with Ty Lawson over multiple multiplayer games. Took me 1 game because Ty Lawson's kind of a demon. Ralph Sampson, this is the one that is kind of if you want to do it or not. 25 dunks with Ralph Sampson. Really, the best way to do this is kind of pick and roll, chuck some lobs up to him in triple threat offline. That's what I at least found to work pretty well. Also 20 rebounds with Ralph Sampson and 1 block in a single game. These 2 are very easy. These are going to be the passive challenges that you're going to be going for, while mainly focusing on these. The little bit of prep work that you're going to need to do before this comes with the weekly challenges that did drop yesterday that are going to help you a little bit in some of these. So I've already finished basically all of the weekly ones, but you're going to want to make sure you're at least all the way through this first quarter right here. The Sonic bonus, the badge up, the play triple threat offline, and play triple threat online. Very easy to do it. You can literally play 1 game of each and then add a badge, add a contract. Most of you guys should have at least one of those to do it really quickly. And then you can get to week 2, because there's 2 challenges that are automatically going to finish while we are doing these other challenges, so we might as well have them unlocked. These are score 15 points with a shooting guard in a single player game and get 7 assists with a PG in a multiplayer game. So obviously the 7 assists with the PG in a multiplayer game, you're gonna have to go into one like triple threat online game with Ty Lawson and Terrence Ross, get 7 assists with Ty Lawson to Terrence Ross, and then you'll have that one done. And the single player shooting guard assist, you guys saw Ty Lawson needs 30 points in triple threat offline, so you'll get those 15 points, because if you guys didn't know, for all of these challenges, the secondary position of cards actually matters for these challenges. So for example, I don't think I have Ty Lawson on my lineup anymore, but for Curry, if this was Ty Lawson, he is a PG shooting guard, so both of those positions count towards any of those dailies or any of those other challenges, because it's still on the card. So when you score those 15 points with Ty Lawson, it'll count towards your shooting guard 15 points as well, which is really good. So what you're going to have to do for this, again, we're going to pretend we have Ty Lawson still and put him up in at the PG. That'll be our Steph Curry. For Blake, we can sub him out, obviously, for Ralph Sampson, who I also don't have. Apparently, I sold all of these cards, and then Terrence Ross. So your lineup will look like Ty Lawson at the 1, Terrence Ross, I did him at the 2 because he has range and it's really helpful to have him there, and then Ralph Sampson at the 3. And you can do those in domination, in spotlights, if you wanted to, you know, make some progress through some other things like these Atlantic Division spotlights. If you wanted to work your way up throughout these games, it would probably be a pretty good idea, and you can get another 100, 200, maybe even 300 XP based off of where you currently are in the spotlights. But how I did mine was going into triple threat. This will actually make your lineups that you're going against a little bit tougher, so beware of that. But obviously I did run Ty Lawson at the 1, I ran, you know, Terrence Ross in there at the 2, and I ran Ralph Sampson at the 3 because of the Ty Lawson challenge that is over here, the 15 in triple threat offline. We wanted to get that single player one done. So obviously our first step is going to be getting the passes from Terrence Ross all the way over to Ty Lawson for those 15 points, and then whatever leftover assists you have from Terrence Ross, chuck up to try to get some slams with Ralph Sampson off some pick and rolls, chucking it up, getting those alley-oops, and getting those dunks with Ralph Sampson. Again, this Ralph Sampson 25 dunks one, I think, was the one that really was the most annoying to me and was the most time consuming, because even when I had an open alley-oop, sometimes Ralph Sampson just decided that he wasn't going to slam the ball down. So beware of that. And obviously while you're doing all of these, you're going to slowly be getting the 20 rebounds over multiple games with the Ralph Sampson, and make sure you get at least one block. Really pretty simple. Now, obviously, if you wanted to as well, instead of doing these slams with Ralph Sampson after you get those assists from Ross to the 15 or 30 points, with Ty Lawson in that single player game, it'll cover over 2. You can finish it up if you have, you know, enough points left by passing with Ty Lawson to finish the Lawson Diss challenge to getting 5 3-pointers with Terrence Ross in a game. You have to make sure that there's 15 points left. I mean, most triple threat games, you'll have to score 22. So it's a little bit iffy if you can do it, but you should be able to get both in the same time if you want to. But my recommendation is go for the Ralph Sampson slams because it's the more annoying challenge. So I usually prefer just to get that one out of the way and not worry about it anymore. Then once you finish up those challenges, obviously we are trying to stack up this multiplayer PG assist one right here. So what I did is I went into a game of Triple Threat Online with just Ralph Sampson and with just Ty Lawson and Terrence Ross. Went into there with those two. I decided not to bring Ralph Sampson along for the journey because the 20 rebounds was going to be pretty easy by the rest of it. So I put, you know, Blake Griffin in there just to play my center position, I guess we'll call it, in triple threat, just a little bit more consistently. And then obviously just get 7 assists from Ty Lawson to Terrence Ross. That can be from drives down to the basket immediately after passing the ball in, some pick and pops that you can do in triple threat, or just straight up catch and shoots, fadeaway threes, anything. Get 7 assists with Ty Lawson in that multiplayer game, and then you can finish that up as you see suited in triple threat offline. And once you guys finish those 7 multiplayer assists with Ty Lawson, you're going to want to score, 15 points with him in another triple threat online game just so you can get it done. Or if you only want to play one, you can bring a different PG in there, pass from that PG to Ty Lawson. But I kind of just decided to play 2 games, got my 7 assists with Ty Lawson from him to Terrence Ross to get those Terrence Ross points, and then went back in there, assists from Terrence Ross over to Ty Lawson to get his 15 points to finish up his challenge. So that's what I did, but there are other ways around it. And then with whatever you have left, you'll probably have a few assists left for Terrence Ross that you need to do. You can come into triple threat offline, get those assists from Terrence Ross up to the alley-oops to get the dunks with Ralph Sampson, and then once you need nothing else from Ralph Sampson, you got the block, you got the rebounds, and you have the dunks done. What I personally did was go into triple threat again, but just use Terrence Ross and Ty Lawson, and then I threw just some bronze, we'll say Dwayne Bacon, in there at the 2 guard, we'll say, because he's 6'6", he'll play the shooting guard, and then Terrence Ross will be the small forward, so typically you won't get any centers playing, and then Terrence Ross can kind of just go crazy with the passes from Ty Lawson over to Terrence Ross. You'll probably have a few left over assists between people because, Ty Lawson needs 40 assists. That's quite a lot to get done. So you can always pick up another card and work on some other challenges to finish some things up. That's why I recommend the Tony Roten, because I finished up all of Ross's challenges, all of Ralph Sampson's challenges first, and I still needed the assist for Ty Lawson, so I decided to go ahead, pick up the Tony Roten, and then I got the 15 points in a single triple threat offline game with the leftover assist that I had from Lawson to Tony Roten. It opens up another can of worms because now I need to get more assists with Tony Roten, 30 of them, but luckily I had hit 28 by that point, so I just got the assist from Roten over to Batum. And that's kind of how all these challenges can kind of work and mesh together. Again, you can choose to do this set of challenges in straight up domination and then just go into a separate game and get those 15 points in triple threat online with Ty Lawson. But again, the problem with domination is that if you're doing heat check domination, it's Hall of Fame difficulty. I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to XP grind while going against a 97 heat check Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's just generally not what I find entertaining or fun at all, so that's usually not what I do. But if you have the spotlights left over, I would definitely do them, because I'll show you, even the very last game is on a pro difficulty triple threat, 60 points. All of these are pro, so if you don't have these ones done, you might as well work towards them and get yourself the free Amethyst Freddie VanVleet that is going to be from these challenges right here, because it's definitely well worth this Freddie VanVleet. Kind of a demon, and if you get Freddie VanVleet, it'll open up even more XP for you in a relatively short amount of time. So if this video did help you guys out, make sure you guys smash the like button down below, as well as comment, again, what XP level you guys are and all that wonderful stuff. I'm going to try to be dropping these XP videos every weekend whenever we get those big pack drops, to show you guys how you can best mesh all of these different XP challenges, different cards to get together and keep moving up that XP grind, because obviously so far I feel like I've been doing pretty good on it. I hope you guys were great today. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys are new, all that wonderful stuff, and I'll see y'all in the next video.